This is not a 1969 mint condition Red Baron from Hot Wheels, but in some ways, it's actually better. What a lot of people don't realize about Tom Daniels' Red Baron hot rod is that this was not some fancy Chevy straight six or some other contemporary inline six that was shoved in there to look cool. This engine is actually a Daimler-Benz, well, Daimler actually, before Benz merged with Daimler, aircraft engine. So those wild individual headers, they're designed to direct smoke away from the pilot's face, which of course in this case worked beautifully because a hot rod in many ways is like an aircraft in terms of the cockpit directly behind the engine, and an open air cockpit translates pretty well to the open wheeled hot rod like this. Same kind of deal. You don't want the smoke blowing in your face. This thing is absolutely beautiful. We've got the Iron Cross wheels, Iron Cross on the helmet. Everything's there. The long spike, of course, which with a lot of these things, you know, the later Red Barons just had a tiny little nub. They never had a spike this big on the Hot Wheels in 68, 69, I should say. But this one actually is somewhat exaggerated, I think, compared to the hot rod, to the actual car. It's a beautiful representation of the Red Baron. It's much more accurate, than all of those expensive red lines that you'll see online, which I love them, don't get me wrong. I still like to get my hands on a mint 1969 Red Baron casting, but this thing is beautiful in every way, and every little detail is there. Every little detail. The hood ornament, the grille, the engine, intake, suspension, everything. You could argue this is as detailed as a 1/64 scale car can actually be, but it's absolutely beautifully done. All those little details that make the 1969 Red Baron casting stand out from the later ones. The fact that the helmet just has a little nub, not a big spike like this. Actually, nowhere near. It's even the original 69 Red Baron had a spike 1/4 of this size, but the later ones just had a little nub. The lack of crush guards on the wheels. I mean, every little detail is perfectly done on this. You could argue that if you put a red line stripe on the tires, it would be perfect. I just might do that. I don't know if I can execute it perfectly. Absolutely beautiful casting.